Hey guys, Corey Beasley with Fight Camp Conditioning, and today I'm going to share some of my favorite lower body stretches for jiu-jitsu. So when we talk about lower body stretches for jiu-jitsu, these are things that we're going to be doing. This isn't the mobility work that we typically do in the beginning for a warm-up. These are static stretches that we'll do typically at the end of a workout, but you guys can use it as well after practice to kind of cool down, to kind of start that recovery process. And we're really going to be focusing on the foot, the ankle, the calf, the thighs, and on the hips. So let's just jump right into it. So this first drill, we're going to start with the calf. And all these exercises are going to be body weight, so there's no equipment needed. But the calf stretch is real simple. It's almost like a down dog in yoga. But all you're going to do is basically just post up. You kind of get set. And then you're driving one ankle down towards the floor and then switching. So you're really trying just to push that heel down into the floor and get that good stretch throughout your calf. Now you might hold those for 30 seconds to a minute on each leg, and you can do 2 or 3 sets. This second stretch is going to be for the quad muscle of the front of your thigh, and all we're going to do is lay down on our side, and then we'll pull that foot back towards your butt. And it's simple. We're just, again, holding these for about 30 seconds to a minute on each leg, and we can do 2 or 3 sets per. So basically what we do, we can get set here, laying down on your side, and then all I'll do is just reach, grab that foot behind, and then just pull back, trying to pull that foot down towards your butt, and then just holding it. Don't let the knee fly out. Just keep it real parallel with the other knee and hold. It's a real simple stretch. Again, you guys can do this on the mats when you're done training, but good one for the quad. The third one's going to hit 2 parts of your hip. It's going to hit the hip flexor as well as the glute on the back side, but it's basically a pigeon pose stretch. If you guys do any yoga or anything like that, you guys have probably seen this before, but a really great stretch for the front and back of the hip. But what you do to start, you just get one leg out in front, about 90 degrees at the knee. So if you need to bring that foot in a bit, you can. If you want, this is a good place to start for a lot of people. Just posture up, lean forward, and you get that good stretch on that front leg, the hip of the front leg. If you want to make it more intense, all you need to do is just extend that back leg. Keep that front leg about 90 degrees, and then hinge forward just real easy. But again, by extending that leg, you're going to feel the hip flexor in the front, and then the hip or the glute on the front leg. But again, 30 seconds to a minute. We'll do that on both legs for 30 seconds to a minute, like I said, for 2 or 3 rounds. This last one is for the groin, which is a real common place for people to be tight. But I call it the hockey stretch or the frog stretch. But you're going to go down on all fours. You're going to go knees real wide, toes out, okay? From here, we'll go down, and we'll go down onto our elbows, and then push the hips back. Now, you're not going to get a whole lot of range out of this, but as you push your hips back, you're going to get a big stretch through the groin, and then just try to breathe easy. Again, we're holding for 30 seconds to a minute, but just be real cautious on this one because it's a really intense stretch, but a great one for the inside of the thigh or the groin. Okay, this last one is a hamstring stretch. I'm going to be using a box because I'm in the garage, but you guys can use a partner. You guys can use a door jamb, squat rack. I mean, pretty much the sky's the limit. You can figure it out on your own. But all we're going to do is lay on our back. We're going to have one leg straight out in front of us, the other leg up, locked out. Basically, the deal here is the closer your hips go to the wall or whatever you're using, the more stretch you're going to get on that hamstring. So I want you to be able to keep that leg locked out, both legs locked out actually. And again, 30 seconds to a minute, 2 or 3 rounds, and we're good to go. So basically all we're going to do, I got my left leg locked out straight going through. So like if you were in a doorway, you'd be able to kick that through the door. And then this other leg is going to be locked out. Right now I'm using the box. But you'd have it up on the door jamb, squat rack, partner be holding it, whatever. But just laying down on your back, letting that hamstring kind of open up, and breathing and letting it do its thing. So that's it. Simple, simple. So there you have it, guys. There's a handful of my favorite lower body stretches for jiu-jitsu. Hopefully you guys find some of those useful. If you do have any questions or comments or anything like that, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. As well as be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay in touch, because we got a lot of good content coming out.